Now you're in the frame. What's up, guys? This is Ascended Anime coming at you for our technical first video. We already filmed another one, but it's going to be on later. Why don't you guys check that out? But today we're going to be talking about the Yu Yu Hakusho movie Poltergiest Report, or as it's the subtitles known, Fight from the Netherworld, or Bonds of Fire, I believe is what it's called. My name's Big Nasty 1717, and I'm here with Mr. Anime, self-proclaimed. And, you know, I joined this really cool Facebook page, which I'll put in the description. You guys should really join it. And it's a bunch of people, and they're just kind of like talking. It's for, like, you know, anime fans. Kind of talk, and the main discussion is everyone wants the Funimation to dub over this movie. And if you've ever seen the movie before, the dub is absolutely horrendous. The voice acting's bad. They try to just copy the voices, essentially what the English dub already did. And Funimation couldn't get the rights to do this back in the day because this movie was originally dubbed around 2001 or 2002, which is when Funimation was really starting, and they had just licensed all of like Yu Yu Hakusho pretty much. So they didn't really have the money out there, and you know, this company jumped on it quick once they saw the popularity of it, and they just released it. Now, I first saw this movie when I was around 10 years old. It was like the first anime DVD I'd ever bought. I showed it to him the other day, and it was pretty bad.
It was terrible. I mean, it was a decent movie for the most part, but I've seen the series, and I like the series a lot more. The story isn't all that great, but the fight scenes are pretty decent.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
at least you got that.
Yeah, it's a pretty good anime movie, and it deserves, you know, it deserves a good dub, and it's for the fans. I mean, fans of this show, they've been around anime for a long time. They're not just your Naruto, One Piece, Bleach fans. They're your Hakusho fans. They're people who watch the EBZ and Trigun, Big O, you know, things like that way back when. And, you know, and so I'd like to talk about what needs to happen for this movie to actually receive a dub. Now, we can go on and on and on, like, and haggle with Funimation about doing it, which is good, but realistically, it's how much it's going to cost Funimation to get the rights to do the movie, and basically how much it's going to cost them to do everything, and how much they're going to make in a profit. Now, basically, I don't know how much the rights are, but that other company collapsed that originally did it, so maybe they still have the rights, or the original company who did it still has the rights. I'm sure it's not that expensive, considering they've licensed things like One Piece Season 4 and 5, which is like a retarded amount of money.
And it's the fact that it's so old.
That too, yeah.
The value of it has to have decreased, because it's what? It's a 12-year-old movie?
Something like that.
13-year-old movie?
And, well, when it first got dubbed, yeah. And, you know, and they've licensed, like, all sorts of stuff. And it's not that Funimation doesn't have the money or resources, it's whether or not, you know, they want to put the effort in and stuff. And it's also going to pertain a lot to how well this thing sold. If you guys didn't buy this, this is Yu Yu Hakusho, the OVAs, and it's Yu Hakusho in the movie, which was a pretty decent release for, you know, we haven't seen anything in a while, and you get the movie and you get some new animation and stuff. It could have been a better release, but for $17, it's not horrible.
It's got some pretty funny stuff on it. It's got
It's got the Nightmare Hakusho.
The Nightmare, that's pretty funny. And then the original songs, what are those?
Oh, the Yu Hakusho songs are really good too. But so they need to kind of gauge what they have. It's like, okay, well, we only sold X amount of copies of this DVD and we made X amount of money. Is going through and having the actors come in and scripting everything, and, you know, and putting it all together and re-exporting it, and they have to do some remastering in it because the other one isn't remastered at all. The audio is just pretty much, they slap their diarrhea friggin' dub over it, and they send it out. And so they really have to gauge that, because it's going to take a lot of time, and it's going to be hard for them to do it. And, you know, and as the fans, why the fans, you know, want to see this movie is because we're not complete. You know, we have our OVAs here, and we have our series on DVD and Blu-ray, which is awesome, but it's like we're missing something. It's like, what if they just decided, oh, we're not going to dub over Cooler's Revenge for DBZ? It's like, well, shit, we need that, you know what I mean? It's like these companies have to realize that it's the fans buying these DVDs. It's not just that kid. Well, it's usually not that kid who just goes into like a Walmart or Best Buy and goes, oh, I'm going to buy the latest Bleach single for $35. It's like, no, he's not going to do that, because it's way too much money in the stores anyway. It's the people who go buy it from Right Stuff and Amazon. They go to their anime stores, and they have like the collections, and they have the wall scrolls, and they have the posters, and they watch it since they're kids. It's those people who are essentially buying this thing. So it's those people, you know, who deserve it. I've been purchasing things from Funimation a long time. Ever since I was a little kid, I had the singles and everything, and it was sweet. So, and I love Funimation, and I really want them to do this movie. Well, why do you think that the fans want this movie?
Well, like you said, they feel incomplete. That's, for me, I like Hakusho, but for me, my first anime was Dragon Ball Z. I started watching it when I was
Six,
like
seven,
7, 8, something like that. I started watching it, the Cell Saga, when they were on TV. and that would be like I kind of feel the same how they did with the recent Blu-rays for DBZ. They started with the Blu-rays and they just didn't do it. They didn't finish. And it's kind of the same because they made this Hakusho movie, but it's like they didn't finish it because they didn't do it right. Like, Funimation needs to get on this, dub it, and complete it so that everyone can have their entire deal, all of Hakusho.
Yeah, and you know, and there's so many problems with this movie. Kazuma Kuwahara, like, honestly, it's spelled with a B clearly. I don't know why they did that at all. Maybe they're trying to be cool or something. I mean, the film is full of grain, the audio's bad. I personally wasn't fond of the soundtrack, but, you know, I can't do anything about that. Because, I mean, it's a decent movie. It's got good fight scenes. It's got a decent plot. And, I mean, some of the voice actors, like Koronaway, even though I don't think that's how you pronounce it, Hinageshi, their voice actors were okay, but it's like, Yusuke was horrible. Kuwabara, it was like, he talked like this, we're supposed to talk like this. See, it's different. And Kurama, the guy did an alright job. Hiei was pretty bad.
Yeah, Hiei was, in my opinion, the worst. Because
it's a hard voice to do, though.
It is very hard. Only Chuck Huber could do that. I mean, that's basically the only way to put it. Because Hiei talks with the, oh, I don't care.
He has like
I'm Android 17/Hiei. I care about nothing.
He's got the list. It's a very special voice, and only the person who does the voice can do it. So them going and trying to, like, you know, go there and trying to redo the voices, it's really stupid. It's like when we get a dub from Japan, they're not going to they're going to try to make the voice as close as possible. They're not going to be the voice. You know what I mean? Like, so that was a problem there, and then, you know, they had, like, the Dragon Darkest Flame was Black Dragon Wave, which is the literal translation for it, which is, the literal translation is Dark Flame of the Overlord or something, so, and I don't really care for the part where he goes in, like, the full Jagan form in the movie, but,
because he never does that after season 1.
Yeah, but that's problems with the movie. The movie, I mean, Funimation, they sell this thing for 20 bucks. I mean, a DVD, decent package, maybe some extras on it. It's gonna sell. I mean, a lot of the fans who enjoy Hakusho have been the anime fans for a while, and they've been with Funimation for a while, and they, you know, and the fans are the ones who deserve this. Maybe they're not gonna make maybe the most money they're gonna make off it, but, you know, they have plenty of money they're making, because it's realistically gonna cost them, like, maybe $3 to make each DVD, and they're gonna sell it for around 20. I mean, I'd buy it. I mean, it's a fair price, and it's a good movie, and, you know, the fans really deserve it, and, you know, hopefully this group will it'll help out, and, you know, whoever's doing the group and whatnot, they just keep on keeping on. And if you guys, you know, tell us what you think, comment what you think needs to be switched, you know, in any other movies that you think maybe need to be dubbed, some things need to get redubbed. You know, just give us your thoughts, you know, comment, subscribe to us. Check out our other channel called YuYuhakubros. We got abridges and guitar covers and stuff on there. And you guys, thanks for watching, and, you know, have a nice day. We got anything else to say, Big Shug?